Hello there, this is Anthony Johnson, and the premise of this video is to show you how to report on inserts and updated data. So as you can see here on the screen, we have a fresh table. I haven't even executed yet, so it's not materialized in the database. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin to insert a few values. So insert into DBO dot people table, which is right there. And now what we're going to do is output inserted inserted dot star select. I'm going to use select for my insertion opposed to using the values keyword that goes with insert into. So for the ID 1, F name, George, last name, Rogers, salary, I'm gonna say 89,000. I'm gonna union all. I'm actually just gonna copy and paste these and manipulate a few values. Alrighty. Oh. We'll just make a couple changes. Alrighty, so now we have everything we need. So let's go ahead and execute this and see what happens. Interesting. Typically, when you inserting it to a table, no results pop up. It just typically says this, which is 3 rows affected. But since we added our output inserted dot asterisk before our values that we inserted into, before we inserted our values into the table, we actually get to see what was inserted. So now let's move to update. So this is pretty beneficial when you do not use the where clause in your update. Typically, one of my favorite ways to update is the format of update set from and where. So that's typically more safe, but I mean, this is still a language that a lot of people hasn't picked up on yet. It's still new people learn this every day. So let's begin our update. Update and set. So say a newbie came onto the job and they just came in here and did this. You tell them to change George Rogers, change George Rogers' last name to Franklin. So we'll set name, which is last name, equals Franklin. And now what we're going to do is output deleted dot. The last time we used star this time we are going to actually just use the last name. Now let's highlight this and execute and see what we get. Okay, so these are the list of last names that were affected by our update. So now I can only imagine what our data looks like in our table. I'm kind of banking on that our data all our last name columns will be Franklin, but let's just see. And there you go. So to recap, we use inserted dot star, or you can use inserted dot whatever your column name is that you're looking to see what was affected, as far as when you was inserting your values into your table. Or you could have done insert and just specific column name, I should say. And with the updates, please do not omit the where clause. Use the where clause because it is very safe, and you don't want to go in there updating millions and millions of records because you left out your where clause. Typically in the where clause, you want to target your primary key, which is unique and doesn't change, to make sure that you update that specific record or records that you're looking to update. So this is a rookie mistake update set, but if it does occur, use output deleted dot star and or column name that you're actually looking to see that was affected, and you will see. So here I'm actually gonna just additional recap, just update it again, and now we see that all the last names were updated to Franklin, which is incorrect and very looked down upon in the data community, because data is the new currency. When you're dealing with data, you have to be as accurate as possible. The repercussions could range from a few $100 to a few $1,000,000 because people are banking on that data and driving their decisions off of that data. So I hope this was helpful. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and bye-bye.